Yeah, we don't have a lot of birds. I saw a red cardinal the other day because we have this little window thing for Beals, so that she can watch birds. Right? We have this little windows thing for Beals so she can look at the burbs, enjoy the burbs. Saw a nice little red cardinal in the window the other day, and I was like, wow, that's neat. Little red burb. My AC window unit used to have a bird's nest with little guys who would either chirp my window daily. That would drive me insane. Some days, does anybody else have this thing where some days if they're sleeping, the window is open, like you hear bird noises and you're just mad? Like, fuck off, birds. I don't want to deal with your shit, bird. Fuck you, birds. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't want to deal with your fucking... Get the fuck out of... I fucking hate birds. Fuck you. I despise birds. I hate that there's a bird called an ornithopter. Make me think of a helicopter. Hate that shit. Fuck off, birds. That's literally going to be me in 20 years at the grocery store when I finally like succumb to the madness. I'm just wandering around the grocery store, waving my hands in the air, yelling, "Fuck off, birds! Fuck off!" Brandon, there's no birds. There's no bird. Fuck off, birds! Get out of here! Fuck you, birds! Brandon, there's no birds. Brendan, there's no bird. Fuck you! Fuck off, birds! That's gonna be me. Who's that old man at the grocery store? Oh, that's old Brendaniel. He finally fucking lost it. Fuck off, birds! Fuck birds! He just shouting at the birds. I want to be one of those old guys who feeds ducks bread at the park and then gets in trouble for it. There's woodpeckers in my backyard. So juvenile. There's woodpeckers in my backyard area, as well as blue jays, chickadees, sparrows, and other cool little guys commonly seen. I like birds. I look at them and I go, wow, cool birds. There's coyotes at night. We have I think there's a feral cat colony somewhere around here. Because I saw a beautiful gray tabby the other day. I also had a monarch butterfly land on my face yesterday while I was out on the deck. I was just sitting there and a monarch butterfly landed like right on my nose, and I was like, I love nature. I do. I hate mosquitoes. I love nature. If I wasn't so yummy and delicious to bugs, if I wasn't like bug dinner, right? I'm bug dinner, right? It sucks, but like that's my lot in life is I'm built to be bug dinner. If I wasn't bug dinner, I would love being outside way more. You are the monarch lord. I am the mighty monarch. Dr. Venture! I'm part nectar. I'm so haze-pilled, you're right. We have 8 million pigeons and parrots, typical UK garden around here. I like seeing the birds. I like butterflies. I like birds. I like nature. I just hate bugs. Like bugs that eat you. Hate the bugs that eat you. Infinite fear of ticks. I've had ticks on me as a kid before. Infinite fear of ticks. Man shooting it. What was that man's stance? What is Randy doing with the man stance in this game? What is with the stance, dude? Why is he standing like that? He doesn't even want to look at me. I don't even worry about you. I have no fear of you. No fear, no gods, no masters. What is up? Like, what is up with this dude? Won't even look at me. No gods, no kings, no masters. Okay, he's fine. I fixed him. Don't worry, I can fix him. I can fix him, Chad. I can fix him. Chad, I can fix him. I can fix him. I can fix him. Don't worry, Chad. I know he's a badass raider, Chad, but I can fix him. I can fix him. I promise. I know he says he's the conductor of the poop train, but I can fix him. I can fix him. I promise. At camp, when I had to piss outside, I would aim for the mosquitoes in the bushes. I never had a camp experience. I used to camp with, like, my grandpa, right? I have this one, like, memory of camping that I remember really, really vividly. Where, like, we were at this campsite when I was younger. And I was really into Digimon, so I was collecting Digimon cards and bringing them around with me. And I met somebody at this campsite, this other kid, who was also super into, like, Digimon. And so we had Digimon cards, and we just showed each other our Digimon cards for, like, 3 hours. This is my Agumon. This is my toy Agumon. This is my Weregarurumon. My dad used to wake me up in the middle of the night to camp in the living room. Only later in my life did I realize mom kicked them out of their room because they were fighting. That sounds like a Reddit story. That's wild. It was so easy to make friends back then. I mean, when you're a kid, it's easy to make friends, but that's because kids are naturally like, fuck it. Like, do you like Pokemon? Awesome. You're my friend now. Let's hang out. As an adult, like, the hardest part about making friends as an adult is the impetus to make friends is all upon you. And some people just do not want to socially interact, and that's fine. But that's one of the hardest parts of being an adult is, like, the impetus to make friends is 100% on you. No one wants to admit they like Pokemon when they're adult. Nah, some people do that. I like Pokemon. I mean, I don't like the games very much for, like, the modern games, but I still like, you know, my nostalgic memories for Pokemon and the things that are like built off of Pokemon to a degree. The biggest problem with adults is you have to sit down and admit that you are cringe. Your interests can be a little cringe. You are cringe and you are free. People who are going to judge you for your special interests are probably not worth talking to anyway. Brentendo loves Pokemon. I do. Pokemon is pretty acceptable in most circles. A lot of adults like Pokemon Go. See, yeah, that is true as well. Because Pokemon isn't even like that, like, cringe of a thing. I think it's more like a... Well, I mean, I feel like it is way more of like a millennial acceptance thing. Me dividing the generations again, much like Moses parted the Red Sea. No. There's a point as an adult where it's just if you're not making friends, because there are not enough spaces for adults to make friends, but also you have to like take the impetus to go out and make friends within those spaces, right? Genuinely, like in college and in high school, you are afforded ample opportunity to socially interact with people because you are forced around people. Same with like work friends. It's really easy to make friends when you're at work. But as an adult, you have to go out to like hobbyist spaces and build a hobby. And it's so much effort and it can be so exhausting. And as you get older too, your social battery gets smaller. So if you already started with like a social battery that was incredibly small, right? If you already started a social battery that was incredibly small, it just gets smaller over time. Thinking about the naturalistic like apocalypse here, but also like on Pandora, you kind of have a great source of protein because you got a lot of guys that are really beefy. They got good protein out here. It's a good workout. They got skinny guys, but they also got beefy guys. How do they do it this way? How do they make them boys that big? That's what I'm asking whenever I watch your stream. How to make that boy that big? How them make that boy that big? Watching the stream. How them make that boy that big? Why they do that? Cartridge-based Brendan creepypasta. I was walking through the Goodwill when I saw that they were selling a Game Boy Advance cartridge with a strange man's face on it. He looked very manic and sad, but I grabbed it because I was interested in such things as an eclectic video game collector. I put it in my Game Boy and it released a horrible scream like a... And I turned it off and brought it back to the Goodwill and donated it again because I did not want to get scared. The end. But this is false. We all know you'd be trapped in a PS2. No, I'd be trapped in an Xbox 360. Come on now. Far more known as the man who plays 360 slop games. I'd be trapped in a 360 or a PS triple. You'd be imprisoned in it forever because of the red ring. True. Lock me away in the 360, red ring that 360, never turn it on again. Yeah, actually, the Mountain Dew Xbox that I have is my phylactery. That's my Lich's phylactery. To be able to defeat me, you have to defeat my Mountain Dew Xbox. You have to break it and find it. Brendan, I made a mock-up of the haunted... Don't make a mock-up of the haunted Game Boy. How that was so fast. Found this at Goodwill. Fuck off. 1 second, where is it? Found that at the Goodwill. Would you play it? You have to tell me, would you play it? Yes or no? You gotta tell me if you're gonna play it. Yes or no? Don't lie to me, I know you're gonna play it. Find my 7 seals. I would not play that? Yeah, you would. Shut up. No way. Yeah, I would not play that, Brendan. Yeah, you would. I know you're gonna get up in there. I know you're gonna play it. Don't even lie to me. Don't sit there and lie and be like, I would never play the haunted Game Boy Advance game. Yeah, you would. Shut up. I would never go out there, go to the Goodwill and buy the haunted Game Boy Advance game. Yes, you would. You want to see the hyper-realistic blood ooze out of your Game Boy? Walk into my dark forest and find my 8 haunted Game Boy Advance cartridges. Walk into my dark forest, chat, and find my 8 haunted copies of Haze for the PS3. Brendan, how do you feel about the last notable thing Funko gets to do with the FNAF licenses, Freddy Fazbear and Funko Fusion? It's so weird because they're not even like marketing it big with the weirdest thing. I keep saying it. The weirdest thing with Funko Fusion is they have all this marketing for it, and not their marketing. They're not really like pushing that FNAF is in it. It's kind of wild. They have all this marketing for it, and like the big marketing push isn't saying, "Hey, we have FNAF." That just seems like a big thing. That just seems like a thing that you would do. You have the license. You want to push it. You want to get people to play it. What the fuck is Funko Fusion? Oh, it's Funko's new video game coming out in a couple of months. That most people don't even know that Funko Fusion even exists. But yeah, that's Funko Fusion for you. There's a Funko Pop video game coming out. The weirdest thing about it is it has FNAF in it, and it's made by ex-Lego devs. But like the push has like Battlestar Galactica and Back to the Future, and it's just odd. No, it's not like Skylanders, because you don't have to buy the Funko Fusions. It's not like a Toys to Life video game. It's weird because A, it's not a Toys to Life video game, and B, the marketing is so heavily skewed towards like 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds. And maybe that's like a big majority of like the Funko market at this point. Like maybe Funko is just really big onto like 40, 50-year-olds. That's kind of where the Funko is. But they have like Freddy Fazbear. They have Nope. They have Nope. One of the big collaborations for Funko Fusion is the movie Nope. My guess as to why they're not pushing FNAF is because they lose the FNAF license next year. Ah, fair. I'd still push it to sell it. Oh yeah, and The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing is a major part of the marketing. Funko Thing Dog Boss. Funko Thing Dog Boss. Funko Thing. Don't remind me of Funko Thing Dog. Funko Thing Dog Boss, Brendan. The reason they're not pushing FNAF inside of Freddy Fazbear is because Freddy Five Guy. When you Freddy Five Guy, you Freddy Five Guy Burger and Fry. Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Five Guy. Freddy Fazbear. Brendan, do you think that Fazgoo was a meaningful addition to the Five Nights at Freddy's canon? I have no idea what Fazgoo is, and I feel like you're lying to me. I feel like you're trying to you're just trying to elaborately gaslight me. Like, oh yeah, Brendan, how do you feel about Fazgoo in the Freddy Fazbear cinematic universe? Fazgoo? That's not a real thing. I don't believe you. That's not a thing. You're lying to me. Don't lie to me. Faz Clan. Yeah, are you a member of Faz Clan? Because I sure am. Not lying, it's a silver goo. 1 second, it's a silver goo made by Fazbear Enterprises, and it's made of nano. It's some insane shit like that reanimates the dead. It's in the books. What are you reading, the FNAF books? I'm not reading the FNAF books. I keep talking about this. I talked about this yesterday during the X-Defiant stream. My FNAF journey ends with Security Breach. And I didn't promise to beat it. I'm just gonna play it. And after Security Breach, I'm done. I'm done. And I need a wide berth between the last FNAF game I played and Security Breach. Because 1, I gotta buy it. And 2, I just need time. I don't want to think about it. What if FNAF, but you smoke a bigger blunt every night? You smoke a bigger blunt? Oh, fuck. Isn't that just FNAF 3? In FNAF 3, every night you smoke a bigger blunt? Let me in, let me in, let me in. If I was the big bad wolf, I would simply set up Semtex or C4. Fuck those pigs. If I was the big bad wolf, I would simply dress up as a grandma and the pigs would let me in thinking I was their grandma. What are you gonna do? Pretend I'm not your grandma? But what if I am your grandma? What if on the off chance I am your grandma? Let me in. What if I'm the big bad wolf and all the 3 little pigs, they're huge fans of Wolf Among Us? They gotta let me in. If I was the big bad wolf, I would simply contract the HOA regarding those houses that clearly don't meet the basic standards of the association. Well, the goal of the big bad wolf isn't to like get the pigs kicked out. Ha! These pigs gotta move. I'm the big bad wolf. I don't want to eat them. No. I want to set up a couple of condos on their land. Like that's not the big bad wolf want to eat the pig. He's not like I want these fuckers to move. I want to set up a parking lot here. We're gonna put up a strip mall here. It's gonna have a vape store, an alcohol store, and a Jimmy John's that nobody wants to go to. They're easier to eat if they're homeless. Not really. You have their address. They're homeless. You don't know where the fuck they are. They're in the wind. Then you got the big bad wolf wants to make it as easy as possible. He's thinking about the lowest common denominator of how to make this easy as possible. He's not thinking about like, oh yeah, I want to make them homeless so that I can eat them. They don't have a home, so they're unprotected. No, easiest way to do it, dress up like their grandma. They'd never know. How would they know? What if we got the pigs kicked out, we sold them new homes, and then we eat them? See? Monetary gain and food. They need like a funny tunnel. What if we just huffed and puffed and blew their houses down? See, you're thinking too hard. What about the brick house? Yeah, you get the first one, then you get the second one, but what about the brick one? Big Bad Wolf doesn't have a beam attack yet. Listen, if the Big Bad Wolf had a beam attack, I'd agree with you, but he doesn't, so I won't. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll beam your house down. Okay, that brick house probably isn't ready for earthquakes. Well, you say isn't ready for earthquakes, and I was like, okay, what if the Big Bad Wolf, he was like a comically large fat guy, and what if he's like, oh, I need a big pig, and then he shook the house by walking towards it, and it just fell apart. All I'm saying, Big Bad Wolf would never be able to buy like hard explosives. He would never be able to do that. Buy some Semtex, bitch. The Big Bad C4 Wolf. Borderlands seems like a fun game, but I feel like I'd get bored with it after a while. Yeah, I mean, it is. I just... Not using it as like a torture nexus or anything. It's just kind of noise. I don't worry about it. I'm just kind of playing it for the visual noise. Need me a little bit of that visual slime. Right, did you see the leaked footage of Valve's new game? I did. It's a 6v6 hero shooter. They're making their own Battleborn. Finally, Battleborn Resurgence. A lot of it's kind of weird we're getting into the resurgence of hero shooters. Right? And I guess it's because people want Overwatch, and Overwatch doesn't really fill that space well. I don't know. I thought we were kind of done with hero shooters when Overwatch and Battleborn both kind of flamed out. But, you know, I guess whatever floats your goat, whatever goats your boat. I think some of the character stuff is interesting. I saw a little bit of the gameplay, but I'd have to wait until, like, the full game is actually, like, out and exists for me to really care. TF2 can finally be laid to rest? No way. It is not going to replace TF2. The big reason why it wouldn't replace TF2 is because it's going to be way more like competitive grame with competitive shame. Competitive grame be like, oh, I need my meta. Oh, I need my specific meta requirements. Oh, it's gonna be like that shit. It is not going to replace TF2 because TF2 is just a fun video game and they don't make games like that no more. Rarely do they make games like that, especially multiplayer video games. Hell no. In this day and age, there is no way they're going to release a multiplayer video game that will have a consistent community with no live service shit, which TF2 has like micros. It has the crates and stuff, but no battle pass. There's no way in the modern day will we ever get another multiplayer game without a fucking battle pass. It just won't happen. A battle pass for you, and a battle pass for you, and a battle pass for you, and a battle pass for you. You get a battle pass, and you get a battle pass, and you get a battle pass. Just ain't no way. They don't make video games like this anymore where you can kill a man with fire and he screams and burns to death. They just don't make them like this anymore, you know? They're gonna have games like that again. Put some hair on your chest. Gonna have games with burning screams, the sounds of the damned. They just don't make games like this anymore. They just don't do it like this anymore. Put some hair on your... Need a game like this, put some hair on your ass. They just don't make it like that anymore. Brendaniel, Animal Life become AMV win. I can't escape this hell. So many times I've tried. Somebody help me through this nightmare. I can't control myself. I will say, one thing I love about Borderlands is it's a good nostalgic feeling. Not gonna say the game is good. I do like to get the gun. I am in a gun collecting kind of mood. But I do like the kind of like nostalgic slime feeling that I get from playing Borderlands. It's like sitting down, playing on a CRT, got my 360 controller, chilling, going into Xbox Live Party chat, getting yelled at in Xbox Live Party chat. Brendan, what would you do if we started a GoFundMe to fill you with cosmic radiation? I'd understand. I'd be like, yeah, I get this. That tracks. I understand it because it's just like, oh, we just want to see what happens. It's a very, we just want to see what happens kind of moment. Just want to see what he would do. Thing is if I was ever filled with cosmic radiation, I'd just be one of those screaming galactic skeletons. I'd just be sitting there going, hey! How do we turn him off? He doesn't stop. Oh, why? The cosmic radiation. What did you get? Firepower? What does he got? Oh, he's this screaming skeleton. Is that it really? That's all he got? Yeah, dude, I mean, it's not a good thing to be a screaming skeleton. You ain't got no flesh. I don't even know how he makes this scream. I don't even know how that works. I don't even know how he makes this scream. He doesn't have that. Same thing if you put me in the Large Hadron Collider, I'd just be a creature that is just constantly in pain. So sad that the Garfield movie is mid. Why are you sad? Why are you sad? Of course the Garfield movie is mid. Why would the Garfield movie not be mid? That's like saying, so sad, went to the Illuminations, the Grinch movie, it was so mid. It's like, yeah. Of course it was mid. It's a modern day Garfield movie with Chris Pratt in it. It was always going to be mid. If you were to become an animal, could you be tamed? I wouldn't become an animal. I'm already an animal. I'm the animal of man. People already be animal. Brady, you think you can do better grunts than the soldier man you're playing? Oh, like a yeah. I need ammo. Hand me some of that ammo over there. I need ammo. I need ammunition. Help me out here. I need some ammo. Oh, ammo. Need a little ammo. This is like that. But what if Todd Howard came to your house and gave you the key to Fallout? That'd be so cool. Terrible at improv. Brendan, you're supposed to say yes and build off the bit. That'd be so cool. They would never catch me doing improv at one of the show houses. They'd be like, my mom is sick and she needs her medicine. And I'd be like, that's so cool. Like, yeah, I've been really thinking about some cool stuff lately. Been thinking about theoretical physics. What are your thoughts on that? Like, yeah, that's so cool, dude. I've been wondering, what's that lump on your head? It's so cool, dude. When I was in Boy Scouts, the 1 liter guy had a trackball for his mouse. Oh, I remember trackball mice. You remember trackball mice? Back in elementary school, we loved to take the ball out of the mice, and we'd all just, like, me and my friends, we'd just line up in a row. We'd put the like trackball ball in our mouths, and we'd spit them out to see how far they'd roll. Then we marked down who got the highest score, and then we'd kill the others. Whoever won lived. I won. So sad for them. I was lying. I was. I'm pretty sure probably at one point when I was a kid, there's no way that I didn't put like a trackball ball in my mouth, but just a little lie, just a little trick. No, you're gonna say that you just put it back in after having it in your mouths? No, I'm sure at some point I probably put a trackball in my mouth, but there's no story behind it. There ain't no way I didn't put a trackball in my mouth at some point. Like, it's such a naturally round rubber sphere. It is perfect for, like, dumb kids to put in their mouth. I've been zoning out because of Brendan words. How is this game actually quality-wise? It's Borderlands. You shoot the guy, you get the gun. Nothing amazing to say about Borderlands. You shoot the guy, you get the gun. Snorderlands. This is like a baby mobile, but for gamers. Where it's just like, I gotta shoot the gun, I gotta get the gun, I gotta... Do you want your baby mobile? Give me my copy of Borderlands. Here you are, honey. I can't wait to play this and then drink a big beer. Go to bed with my big beer. Man, literally forgot about Commandant Steele. Who? Oh, she's the bad lady. General Knox is the leader of the Crimson Lance, but she's the bad lady. Doesn't she get sucked up into the vault? Oh, she's the bad lady. She gets sucked up into the vault. I remember the bad lady. Born to grind, Pandora is a fuck, loot 'em all, 2009. I am Slop Man, 410 trillion, 757, no, it's 410 billion, 757 million, 865,530 dead bandits. Borderlands 1 has a very dour vibe. It has 3 colors and 2 of those are brown and gray. Well, yeah, but this is like Borderlands 1 came out in the brown and gray era of video games. Borderlands, Rage, Fallout 3 was like green. Call of Duty and Spec Ops and Medal of Honor, and every video game for a little while was like, it was just brown. Everything was just tinged dirty. Everything was and brown and desaturated. Everything was so desaturated. Because I feel like the PS2 era and the Xbox era, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube had so many bright and colorful games. And bright and colorful, like, marketing geniuses and art designers were kind of like, oh yeah, bright and colorful means children. We want to sell games to, like, gamers. We want teenagers and adults to feel badass. And you know what's adult and very like teenager? Drab. If I remember, this is pretty colorful for the era. I think it was about par for the course. A little bit more though, yeah, I'd agree with that. But this was also the brown era.
Oh yeah, I got you for 3 minutes, baby. Oh yeah, in the cage. Bone saw is ready. Oh yeah. Slop it up and slime it down in the Borderlands. Oh yeah, Mr. Torg is ready. Blow it up and make it big and round. Oh yeah. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Oh yeah. I'm not slopped up in here with you. You're slopped up in here with me. Oh yeah. The cream always rises. Oh yeah. The cream always rises. Oh yeah. Cup of coffee, man, a cup of coffee. I'll drink that coffee. Hand me my carafe. Oh yeah. Cup of coffee, man, just a cup of coffee. I'm a thirsty little guy. I'm hungry for hungry. Oh yeah.
Fun fact. Anytime I think about The Simpsons, I sometimes bring this up. Fun fact. Did you know that when the word simp was first starting to be used online instead of like Googling it, a while before then, I was doing like Reddit random searches where you'd click on random and it just send you to a random Reddit. And like when people first started using the word simp, I was really confused because a while before then I found a Reddit called like simp. And it was about like it was specifically pertaining to the quote from the subreddit was vaginas that look like Homer Simpson's mouth. And so I genuinely thought that people were calling each other simps. I thought they were referencing that until I like Urban Dictionary'd it. I just think about that sometimes. Sometimes, I think about that sometimes. Why'd you put that picture in my mind, Brendan? I'm sorry. I should have prefaced that with a warning, Not safe for Wungry. Mods, go to the Subway and get me a chicken sandwich, turkey, maybe a little bit of bacon. Make sure it's on Italian herbs and cheese. Give me a little mayonnaise on there, just a skosh of mayonnaise. Not too much mayonnaise, mind you. Mods, make this guy summon a demon from beyond our comprehension, please. It'll be funny, I think. Mods, go into this guy's game file and just fuck it up a little bit so he looks a little weird. Mods, fuck up this guy's haircut. Mods, give this guy midichlorians so that he has to go to the Jedi Temple and be trained under the tutelage of Master Yoda. Mods, make sure that this guy has a teacher that's a little green freak. You get that fucking cutscene, dude.
You have failed to listen to Commandant Steele.
Where she gets fucking owned.
Time and again, yet you persist on ignoring my orders.
You get that awesome cutscene with the purple guys, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be an awesome fight.
But you belong to me. Yes, the key works. Sergeant, get your team ready to go.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god! What the hell? To be fair, this was a cool moment. This is to destroy you. Oh, Randy's stealing my memory. Randy, not a good time to steal my memory, Randy. Randy, not a good time to steal my memory right now, Randy. Randy, please, can you stop stealing my memory? Why now, Randy? Of all times, a horrible time to steal my memory, Randy. I love this awesome slideshow. Get that purple flurp, dude. Oh, the particle effects from Randy. Randy, please stop stealing my fucking memories. I'm dead again. I die against the destroyer. Bullshit. Hey, that counts. Don't beam attacking me, motherfucker. I can't see anything. I'm running PowerPoint. Nope, no beam. Not allowed. I gotta run this PowerPoint real quick. Hello and welcome to my PowerPoint presentation. I'm having a great time here. Oh my god, why is it so, it's such a slide. This is like playing Borderlands 2 on the Vita. This memory leak is insane. Yeah, we're playing this in a cinematic 5 FPS actually. It's wonderful. If I kill him, it'll be fine. It'll get rid of it. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. I have no idea why it does either. We got him though. Oh no, I gotta go back in the slop hole. Oh.
You opened the vault! I'm sorry I couldn't warn you about what was in it. But for you to be there to stop it, it couldn't have unfolded any other way. You did well, and your actions haven't gone unrewarded. The key won't open the vault for another 200 years, but I'm sure Tanis will pay you quite the fortune for it.
Thank you, mysterious lady in my head.
I'll be watching.
There it is, Borderlands 2 reference. Oh, well, we did it. And look at all this fucking awesome loot. Dude, check this out. Rare loot get.
Always nice to get resupplied.
Beautiful gun. Rare loot get. No FPS. Randy continues to steal my memories. Oh, please, Randy, leave my memories alone.